Now is that better? Is that working now? Now is that better? Yes. Is that working now? Yep, that's working. So we're good. Crisis avoided. Right, so what we are going to do today, as we were doing that yesterday, is... Oh, the world boss is in 48 minutes, first of all. I'll put that up on my... So we'll put up 45 minutes. Give me a little time to get across there. Right, so what are we doing? We are XP. That's what we're doing. Pure and simple XP. So we'll be doing some, because the best way to get the XP is through bosses. I wish it was different, but alas, it's not. So our bossing we will go. And my good friend Bard is probably already at 300. So I've got a wee bit of catch up to do, 5 more levels. And what I might do is also farm for just some boots and sanctify the whole page full of boots. I'm thinking about it. But maybe I do that after I've got to 300. Because then after I'm at 300, maybe what I'm wanting to do is to see how far I can go in the pits. Or the tower, I should say. Like I said, this is... Because I have to say that this is just a tad boring. But it's unfortunately necessary if you want to reach a Paragon 300, because the best farming for XP is doing just what I'm doing. Oh, Belial must be coming. Round and round we go. Oh, itchy nose. So I'll probably need to get back to town. Yeah, thought so. Now, what I really do have to do is do a big clear out. Endurant faith, penitence, nothing there. I will have to do a massive clear out. Oh! Bit like a pack rat. So we're just running the Divine Bulldozer. It's easy peasy. Ah, Belial must be coming again. You can always tell when Belial's coming because the summoning altar doesn't appear. Excuse me, when you expect it. Oh. Now the PTR notes are up. But it's going to be a short season. And what they're saying is that this PTR is just a test for some of the core game for the expansion. There's no word on the theme or anything like this. It's about kill streaks. Should go back to town. Now it's nice and sunny outside today. Unfortunately my gym isn't open this morning. Argentvale, nothing yet. But it will be open this afternoon, so I'll be heading to the gym this afternoon. See, we're already at 1/6 of the way to 96. Boom, boom, boom. Down he goes. Basically, you'll see that my faith is just getting eaten up. But it doesn't really matter. Unless, of course, you're looking to clear high-level pits or tower. But this is not the build for you. This is a build for designed pure and simple for farming XP. And for that it excels. Simple. Back to town. Okay, well, I've got Sundered Night. I'm gathering a whole bunch of stuff to be able to sanctify. But sooner or later I'm going to run out of space again. For about the 100th time. So it's a simple technique that I'm using to get through these as quickly as possible. So essentially it's a summon, kill, open, summon, pick up the loot, and by you've picked up the loot, the summoning should have almost happened. Kill. Open. Summon. Rinse and repeat. And it really is as simple as that. Now last season I enjoyed running the pits for XP. It was a grind, just the same as this, but it wasn't as boring as this. Oops. Need to... Because, you know, when I was running the pits, the challenge was getting 90 seconds or less in the highest pit possible. You know, that tended to be a 99 or 104, and the challenge was getting below 90 seconds. Sometimes it was well below, sometimes it wasn't, but that was at least a challenge. But killing these bosses for the XP is zero challenge, because we are so overpowered that there really is no challenge to them now. Well, Belial must arrive, so pick these up while Belial comes. And I think they've sort of lost the plot a little bit in this. Now, I do appreciate that you can get XP for killing bosses, which is much better than it was, because the amount of XP you got was very little. So I do appreciate that they've upped the XP for the bosses, but I think it's a little... If they kept the pit the way it was and done this with the bosses, I think we'd be in a better position, because then you could choose whether to run the boss or not. Or if you wanted to sort of mix and match, you could run some pits in the meantime as well. But for now, there's nothing like killing the bosses for the XP to get yourself to 300. And it is a little bit of a necessity that you get to 300 if you want to clear high level pits. Or tower I should really talk about, because you have all the extra strength, power that you get from your Paragons, and it is making a difference. Seal the second trumpet, cooldown reduction, I'll keep hold of that. But there's no other content that allows you to XP farm the way killing bosses does. All the rest of the stuff sort of pale in comparison. But you know, we are so overpowered, it's like you can see what's happening here. Because I did enjoy the challenge of trying to get a 90-second pit clear in a 104. But here, you literally can't go much faster than this anyway. And neither the pit nor the tower gives you the XP that this can per hour. Now we get something, obviously, but for per hour and efficiency, this is it. Belial is here. Right, I need to go back to town. Honey water for my throat. So what we got here, Sunday night, we'll grab a hold, keep a hold of that. And we do need to take our medicine. Now it is important that we keep running also the XP well, because it gives us 15%, but also your incense and stuff, because that gives you an extra 13, so that's 28% all the time. Now obviously if you don't have the boss mats, you can't run quite as efficiently as if you have them. But it's still possible. You run Orivar, kill him, go outside, you E, leave dungeon, reset the dungeon and get back in again. That whole circle takes you less than a minute. It's still more efficient that way than running any other content. But this is, if you've got the mats, even running the lesser ladder bosses, it's still more efficient. Because you can probably get, 3 runs in per minute. Oops. Need to go back to town. So in my time this morning, I leveling about almost 2/3, 1/3 I should say, in about 20 minutes or so. And that's including me getting out and getting back in again every 5 runs. Belial's coming again. I don't know if Belial kills actually gives me anything. Yeah, it does a little bit, so that's like a double. What you say, I'm running the shield, but you really don't have to. If I just left click, so I'm not actually running the shield, I'll do it on this run. It's a wee bit slower, but still goes down 100%. The shield just does give you that little bit extra damage, but it's not necessary. Right, I need to go back to town. Is there anything worth? Duty against Helm? No. Pick up. Yeah, just a wee bit slower, but yeah, we're talking a second or two.
some steel you need?
Locked.
What's left, you ask? I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
to summon. Whether I use the shield charge or not doesn't really matter. The character's powerful enough. Paladin must be arriving again. Fill up. Okay, already a third done. And we've still got just about 15 minutes or so to the world boss. Now remember, these are the minor bosses. They don't give as much XP as excuse me, as Urivar or the senior bosses. The Harbinger, Belial and Dariel, they give us the most XP. As does Urivar. Urivar is the best. The best XP per hour is Urivar. There's no two ways about it. Unfortunately, Urivar doesn't really give us any decent drops. Not for the build I'm running anyway. Okay, we'll kill, then go back to town. As soon as the box arrives. Wait till lights are in store. Note. Oh, there's a Dawnfire. Okay. We'll take the Dawnfire. Cool. Yeah, we can get a Dawnfire with the Grandfather. That probably would be the best. But, you know, the chances of getting that are few and far between. Pardon me. I have not been lucky so far. Okay, I need to go back to town. But I'll kill first. And soon as the box opens, as soon as the box arrives, we can go back to town. Alright, so let's see. Fists of Fate. I wonder how many opens I've still got. 13, so this is the last open. Summon. We do the summon, even though we can't open, because we're right here and we get the XP. So, next up on the list, I think Urivar. Yeah. Urivar is here. I'll show you a wee trick with Urivar. Don't know why I couldn't move there. So this is just using the passive auras. Boom, boom, boom. Simple. The wolves got him. Simple. I keep saying simple because it really is. I've generally kept the same build now for weeks because it does everything I need it to do. You can keep going for the sanctifications if you need, but the reality is that you don't need them unless you're looking for high level tower, get onto the leaderboard, and that's about it for all other T4 content. It's really unnecessary, but it is necessary if you want to get onto the leaderboards. And if you want to get onto the leaderboards, the chances are that you're going to have two. You're going to have the Grandfather and you're going to have the Ring of Starless Skies as a sanctification. And if you don't have these two, the chances of you getting onto the leaderboard is few and far between. So really, if your only interest is getting onto the leaderboard, then you need to have these. And that means grinding for sanctification stuff. And the reality is that, you know, almost doesn't matter what your gear looks like. It can be a crappy piece of gear, but if it's got the Grandfather sanctification in it, it's worth much, much more than having a 4GA. So after I get to 300, what I will be doing is then focusing on the leaderboard. Because the leaderboard doesn't really give you much Oh, here's a hell. Thank you very much. That's my second mythic of the day. In about, well, it was when I started, we were 45 minutes, and it's 5 minutes still to the, when I put my timer on, because we had the timer for the boss. Okay, so we will go in the, so anyway, that's 2 mythics in 40 minutes. Alright, so I need to go back to town. That's not a bad return. So, Andariel's Visage. I don't think I need Andariel's Visage. But I will have the spark. Oh, I thought I'd summoned. Alright, I need to go run a... Before I do anything else, I'll go run an XP farm. Because I don't want to lose that 15%. So just remove this from my, and pick up, where is it? Forgotten Wisdom. I will take that one. So we have a Whisper. I'm thinking about getting a green screen for behind me. Oh, this is perfect. I like it when the when the XP well is right at the beginning. Because there are unfortunately many times that the XP well is right at the very end where the boss is. Okay, summon. Run around a wee bit. Kaboom. And we still have enough time to get these done. Well, we're almost up to 50%. Boom. Some boots. Still 139 left. I'm not sure if I can get this finished before we need to go to need to go back to town. I think we might need to have the boss first, then finish off Attack of the Devil. That was my alarm for to go to the boss. Now we had a 3GA here. Alright, so where is Boss Man? There he is. So head into Bear Tribe Refuge. Then come down. Run, run, run. Take my medicine. Now the reason I run is because, well, first of all I kill stuff, so it's a little bit extra XP. But because of my latency, my mount sometimes gets just stuck on things. So I tend just to run everywhere instead, because I don't get stuck on things. And it doesn't take me that much longer to get wherever I need to be. And I do kill that little bit, so it gives me that just a teensy fraction of XP. And as we're, XP is the king. That's what we're after. So I don't mind running everywhere. You reach your destination.
There's power in the stones. Come have a look. An equitable transaction.
It is done.
That's the spirit.
Not a
Hello,
basilisk ghost.
hello, shining. Well, shame. Hello, shining beauty.
Not a bad.
Too bad, friend. Yeah, have a wee gamble. Well, hello, shining.
Not a bad.
Shame that. Hello, shining beauty.
Vasili's ghost. I had that in my bag. See some steel you need? Use it well.
Back again. Right, so I don't need that. Right, so what we'll do, we'll finish off where we are. Bit of run around to get my wolves up. Pick up. So this is the, in my opinion, this is the boring bit. Oh, especially when I don't actually summon. How many have I got to do? 150. Okay. So I've got less than 10 runs. So that less than 10 runs, 10 minutes. Okay, Belial's coming. Belial's gone. Okay, back to town already. Hey Bards, good morning, good evening. Luna, haven't seen you for a wee while. Welcome. Yeah, new haircut, new overlays. New me. Same old grind, huh? We're getting closer to you, Bard. Getting closer. Oh, kind of helps when I open. $2.95, I am. Oh, there are 4GA gloves here. You know, 4GA gloves and gloves that I don't actually need. Hey, I will, yeah, but, you know, grind, that's what it is. It's the grind. But it's nice to see you guys. I had a nice raid from Cliptis yesterday. Much appreciated it was. Okay, I need to go back to town. Back to town we go. Yeah, he brought his whole posse with him. The Legion. So I was well happy. It's not the, actually, that's not the first time that Cliptis has raided me. Yeah, Frostburn. You know, it's a 4GA, but it's still only a 32%er. I think I need to keep, even though I'm not going to use it. But you know, if I get a grandfather sanctification on it, that would be okay. I think I could reach 296 today if I'm lucky. But this afternoon I'll be a little busy, so I'm not sure if I'll be on this afternoon. Okay, so that's me done. Right, so just as a small tip for those who are watching and don't know, E, leave dungeon. Then reset your dungeons and back in again. And this whole little cycle takes less than a minute for Orivar. For the other bosses, it can take up to a minute and a half. But for Orivar, less than a minute. So this, if you've got no boss mats and don't want to farm them, this is still a viable method to do an XP farm. You'll still get about 400 mil an hour doing it this way, because you still get the full benefit. But I just done it once just to sort of let you see. So I will do some, I think I'll do some Andariel. And you know, when you are in this game and you're really hunting to get a 300, bosses are really the only way to go. They're by far the most efficient. Right, she goes, blah, then you can kill her. She's untouchable until then. And her death dance takes forever. You open up, invoke the ritual, do a little bit of runarounds, just then park yourself away, blah, then she comes available. Then pick up. Come on. Okay. Open. Pick up. You got enough time to pick up. See her go there, then she's available, and then you take her down. And thankfully, you can kill her quick enough so she doesn't have the second phase to her fight. Because the second phase to her fight where everything appears is a bit of a pain in the bum. And wait until it appears so I can go back to town. Now my lunch is still 20 minutes out away, so I got 20 minutes still left. Oh, okay, I've got a pit. Was there anything here? Azarath, Frostburn, Lockrans. So I need to take my medicine soon. Then, so, okay, Belial is coming. And you do get a little bit of XP for killing Belial as well. I'll let my wolves do the job. See, 4 mil. Just in case you didn't know. So that's like a double when Belial arrives. Wow. I was a little bit quick there, so I got knocked back. Open the box. Summon. Pick up. And in we go. You don't need a grandfather sanctification or any sanctification really to be able to do what I'm doing right now. You only really need the sanctification for higher level towers or pits. If you want to get on the leaderboard, it's a necessity. Having at least one, and usually the grandfather. But you really need both of them to, oops, to really get there. So I need to go back to town. I don't like leaving stuff all over the ground. It just annoys me. I've done it a couple of times. Yeah, for sure, Luna. Not a problem. I think I need to run Firefox rather than Edge on my PC. But apart from that, I think everything I can run, no problem. But I think you do need to run Firefox rather than Edge. Is a web browser. I think that's the only. I think that's the only requisite. But sure, next season's going to be a wee bit shorter. Chrome, yeah. Because I just use Edge because I'm lazy. Can't be bothered to set everything else up. Boom. Then we come in. Yeah, next season's going to be a little bit shorter. And the PTR is up tomorrow? On the 3rd. And it's all about kill streaks, which is going to be one of the keys for next season. Not next season, the Lord of Hatred. Because it's going to be one of the things that's going to be in Lord of Hatred. But I'm not sure I'm going to be running the PTR this season. Because I want to get to 300. Then I want to focus a little bit on trying to get the grandfather sanctification. And the... Yeah, it does. It sounds like it's... But this is going to be a part of the core game in the expansion as well. And they want to test out this system. That's why this season, the next season is only going to be a short season. I think it's only like 6 weeks or something. The next season, season 12, is only going to be about 6 weeks. And then we have the Lord of Hatred dropping after that, where we get the new character. I don't think it's going to be an Amazon. I think it could be like a Death Knight or something like this that uses demons or demon power to balance out the angelic power of the Paladin. That's my thinking. And a Death Knight would be pretty cool, I think. Well, okay, so I'm all done there. I got that. That's good. Let's head back to town. Bring the belt back. What belt? Okay, I need to take my other medicine. Forgot. Right, I see there's a whisper here, so I'll just do a quick 99. Go on, Bod. What's the belt? I don't get that reference. I'm sorry. Oh, I'll use the actives. Try and avoid the... Oh, I got one, damn it. Don't want to be asked with Belial. Can take a bit of time to summon and everything. See if I can get this done relatively quickly. Just get these done. And up. Oop, missed that. Take a side step. I actually miss running the pit for XP, trying to get the pit done in 90 seconds or less. I actually did enjoy that because it was a bit of a challenge at times. Not like running the bosses for XP, which is really no challenge whatsoever. But to get there, you know, it is the way to go. Most efficient is running bosses. I don't know, you know, none of these monsters seem to want to come and get you. Which is a bit of a change since last season. There we go. All done. Tribute of Andariel. Oh, I don't need that actually. Luna, you like companion classes? Well, maybe a Dark Knight could have demons as companions, if that's sort of what you mean. A bit like the druid. Oh, I've got 100 of these already. So all of these I have 100 of. You don't get much for selling them, but right, so what's up next? Duriel? And he is here. Yeah, I use the wolf in this one as well. They are cool. You know, I wonder if we run in a party, because I run the Auradin. Okay, so for here we come down to this area, run around a wee bit, and you'll see the boulders coming down, then the breath, then he can be killed. And that's the way you do it. I used to stand up here, but actually down the bottom is better. Yeah, as I run the Auradin, and you and your friends can benefit from the Auradin, from the auras, what a necro would be like with all his minions, because that's a tremendous amount of companions that potentially could have all the auras and being a tremendous amount of damage multiplier. Boulders, breath, then he comes available. And it's simple. Just have to get the timing right. Come on. Open. Pick up. I'm getting mats for Osmodon, which is going to be the next, so it's a little bit of a cycle. Boulders, breath, kill. Open the box. Summon. No, must be Belial coming. Just park ourselves down here again. Let my wolves do the work. We head back to town after I've picked these up. T for town. Yeah, you get, like the Dark Knight might have some, like instead of wolves or something like this, he's got demons. Various amounts of demons. I kind of like that idea. Probably ain't going to happen that way, but you know. Invoke the ritual. Run around for a wee while. Boulders, breath, and he comes available. 1 second later he's not available. Yeah, come the next season I downloaded StreamerBot, so I need to play around with this to make the chat a little bit more interactive. So I've got things I'm thinking about. I just have to learn how to do the damn thing. As with everything, it just takes a little time and practice. Practice makes perfect. Breath, then he comes available and down he goes. Yeah, for next season, this just thinking about this kill streaks. Oh, I forgot to pick up. You do get sort of blood-soaked items, which seems to be, or could be, just like a part of the game moving forward. So it's definitely going to be interesting. The way I run my wolves right now, it's with back, so I just need to run around, and they are summoned. And then for need to go back to town again. And then for this, it's keep a summon for 5 seconds, which you do pretty much all the time. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Come on, back to town. But in your earlier comment, Luna, yes, I would agree that for single target, it's maybe not going to be so hot, the kill streak, because you'll lose whatever it is, because you're only on a boss. And if it's a boss with no odds, then you're going to lose that extra bonus of whatever kill streak it is. But, you know, I'm sure we'll figure a way. We'll need the bosses with odds. Unless you kill the boss in less than a minute. And then you'll still have your sort of kill streak, because I think if I remember right, some of it, you know, lasts about a minute. Boulders, breath. And then his health bar comes up so you can kill him. Belial must be arriving. I wonder how much you get for killing Belial in the 8-6, so this should be 9 something. Did I get anything? Maybe I just done it too late and never noticed. 5/6. We're getting there. Yeah, that's where we come. Okay, back to town we go. Oh, I did 9-2. Lights are in store for us here. Argent Veil? Nah. No need for me right now. we go. By using the back, it's usually about 5 or 6 wolves I can get tops. But I think if you use maybe Igni, you can get more. But I just don't like the click 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 to actually summon. Come on. There we go. How many have I got left? Oh, we've still got quite a few. 7 more. And this morning I had two mythics. I haven't had a mythic prankster sigil for a long time. But I do have a complete set of the purifieds here, so I can run this again. The secret level. So if anybody hasn't run the secret level, just send me a message and we can run. Okay, I need to go back to town. As soon as the box appears. Griswolds, good. G8 to heavyweight, and that's actually that's quite a good Griswolds. 5 to heavyweight, and it's a 2%er. Oops, where did that go? That's one of the better Griswolds I've picked up. Easy peasy. Down to the bottom, making my head spin. Oops, a bit too premature there. need to take a break for a couple of minutes. So I'll head back to town. And what was here? Morning Star. Thinking, yeah. I don't have enough room. I really do need to have a clear out. Right, I need to take a break for a couple of minutes. I shall return. And there we are, back again. Alright, so have we got any more? Oh, that was me finished them anyway.
I'm not sure I understand.
My watch is talking to me. So we've got some Stygian stones. That's Belial. Abhorrent. Let's convert the Stygian stones. What do we want? Shards of Agony? Abhorrent? Pardon me. Just to do something different. World boss in 40 minutes? So let's... I'm not sure if I'm going to be here in 40 minutes. But I'll set it anyway. For 35 minutes. And here we go. So here, you have to wait until he goes woof before you can kill him. If I'm lucky, you know, I can actually hit the next level before lunch. Woof. And then his health comes up and then you can kill him. No point to try and kill him before because his health bar isn't there. Doesn't last very long, does he? Oh, there's a helm. That's my third mythic of today. Excuse me. I've had an Andariel's visage, a grandfather, two Andariel's visage. But that means 3 sparks. Sparks are getting up there again. Back to town we go. Salvage for the spark. So that's Andariel's visage. Godslayer, Razor Plate, Zakarum. One more spark, thank you very much. Oh, another helm. Wow. I am the lucky thing today. I wonder if it's another Andariel's Visage. It is. Oh, it's another spark. Yeah, you get a 3 and a bit mil for. Come on, where's the? There it is. I can't believe I got another Andariel's. That's 3 today. Back to town after this one. Open. Then after we kill, before we open the box, we'll go back to town. See, you can't kill them until their health bar comes up. It tickles me getting another Andariel's. What else? What else? What else? Griswolds? Okay, we'll keep that. I really am. Okay, this afternoon. If I get on this afternoon, I'm going to clear that junk out. I'm going to be a wee bit brutal. Anything I'm not using on my current build, because I've generally kept the same gear for weeks now. Oop. I thought I'd summoned, but I didn't. And then, you know, I've got a ton of gloves that maybe I just sanctify the whole bunch. But then I have to move away from the Dawnfire, which is a okay. Come, there we go. Thought it wasn't going to summon for a minute there. Shield. And then back to town we go. Until the box appears. Right, so it was... I'll keep a hold of that, I think. I don't... Stand behind him and just... There we go. Simple. You too could have a build like mine. Just give me the money. I do have a build up on Mobalytics, this build. You can, if you pop across the Mobalytics and look for Wolv, W-O-L-V, you'll find me. And feel free to look at the build, take it, make it your own. Not a problem. Should go back to town after this. We're getting closer every kill. Town we go. So you can pop if you really want to, but really no need. My wife is cooking lunch today. I'll cook dinner tonight. I'm gonna cook an Indian curry, butter chicken, sun brand. Oh, I am missing. Didn't notice. Blind burrows. Hopefully. Keep my fingers crossed that we'll be able to find the XP well quickly. I like when the XP well is right at the very beginning, so you don't have to run through the whole thing. But there are occasions that the XP well is actually at the very end. So you have to complete the whole dungeon. Not that it's a problem, because it's all XP. Ah, good. There we go. get back into the Harbinger. Because I didn't reset the dungeon, it's still in the same, you can see where you went. So I need to open, invoke. Sounds as though lunch is nearly here. I got 23. Didn't even. That was just my wolves and auras. So even just standing there, not really paying attention, the boss still goes down. Just a little easier when you actually do something active. Okay. Press. But that worked. Almost. I think maybe 48, 54. Ooh, I think 2 rather than 1. We'll see, we'll see. $200 short. And this will make me yay. Perfect. A morning's work for a level. Running bosses. Perfect, because lunchtime is almost upon us. So I think this is probably a good time to just take a break. That's another 2%er. Let's break the line instead of heavyweight. Heal for 145, that's not too shabby. If I can find space for it. Pardon me, Zakarum. Let's go and pick up what was left in here. And I will continue after lunch. Well, I'm not sure if I actually will today, because I have got a few things to do this afternoon. Tomorrow I am on a business trip for a couple of days, so I won't be online. Probably back online Friday. Right, so I thought I'd done that. Obviously not. Ooh, look at this lot. have 100 of these. Lunch is calling. So, as I say, perfect time. Thank you very much for watching.